Alright, welcome back to the stream. We're back with some Metaphor, Fantazio. Let's see, the last stream, we went to the Belega corridor, I think it was. Yes, Belega corridor. Have it right here. And we defeated that Minotaur boss. So I believe all we have to do is just turn it into that lady with the white hair. I don't remember her name. Start with a B, I think. Sorry for my coughing, as usual. That's gonna be a little bit of a thing. I don't really think I can really grind here because let's see, what level are we currently? Level 19 with quite a long ways to go. And the enemies here don't really give that much experience. So, but from what I'm aware, we are gonna go to what is it? Tradia Desert soon. Oh no, the network is very laggy. Ugh. Why does this always happen to me? Maybe that might work. Give me a second. Change the or my performance. Best performance. I don't know if it will because I think it's a network issue. Let me reconnect it because it's it's always like this. Always gotta be low quality connection for some reason. Even though I have nothing open. Okay, I'm just gonna keep an eye on it so for whenever the quality goes down. But alright, I think that's all we have to do. I don't think we have anything else we can do here, so it's gonna be night soon. Should we call it a day and head back? Yes, let's head back to the city. That should be everything. Let's leave. Fight the boss. Finish the quest. That's all good to go. Alright, 10 degrees Celsius. Ooh.
Now, how did I wind up here?
Oh, excuse me? Oh, hell. The honeybee's all full up. Just my luck. Huh? No seats left. Oop, I have it on auto. Huh? No seats left? But I'm starving. Twould seem we will need to have our dinner elsewhere. Let us go to the tavern over yonder.
Your thoughts?
Pant. I don't know how to pronounce that. Now Felono? I don't know what language that is. Pardon my mispronunciation. A large establishment, and the owners and patrons alike are busy with their own matters. We may speak freely there without fear of eavesdroppers.
I see.
Then it's settled. Anyway, if we discuss Louise at the Honeybee, we could end up causing more trouble for Fabienne. So this works out. Yay! Resting at night after a day of battling. You and your party will need to rest your weary bodies the night you return from a dungeon. Enjoy a hearty meal together and take it easy before the new day comes.
Alright.
Ooh, okay. So it basically plans for us how we're gonna spend our night. Well, it wasn't easy, but the Gupteros lies defeated and we have the proof. Exactly as the woman from the Igniter shop asked of us. Once we show it to her and complete her request, we'll finally be able to shop at the members-only Igniter shop. That will be most useful in helping us amass more firepower. I trust you'll complete the task, Will.
Oh.
Well, we managed to avoid the day of calamity, but that doesn't mean we should waste the time we've got left before the Thurocracy makes its proclamation. So, I agree. Luis is to be our opponent one day, and I would have us ready to face him, confident in our strength.
Now then.
Well, I suppose we ought to turn it for the 9 once we finish our plates. I'd say we earned our rest today. Good job. System. After a short break together, everyone recovered their HP and MP. I returned to the bedroom and settled into a peaceful slumber. Wonderful, wonderful.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
So, we can't, like, technically do anything ourselves at night. Makes sense. I hear a voice. Perhaps I should discuss this with him. She'll comes to mind, maybe I should go talk to him. We might talk to him. Not today, maybe? Let me see. Today is the 16th. What do I have planned for today? I have a report request. Okay, we're gonna go to San Lameo Street. We're gonna talk to the lady we got this quest from, and the quality just went down again. Yay, love that. Don't know why. It says my connection should be okay. All of my connections say that they're fine. I don't know why it acts like this. Low resolution. Did I look this up at the last stream to see what was wrong? High latency. I fixed this. Okay. Hi, Crypta. How are you? Hi, Kata. Real quick, like, I'm just looking up, just because it keeps happening so often, I'm trying to see how I can fix my remote play. Because every now and then the quality will drop, so I'm just like looking up to make sure everything's okay. Let me go back to my settings. But I hope your day has been great. Mine has been pretty chill. Uh-oh. Remote play. Work with me here. Okay. Okay. Settings. Video quality. Okay, here we go. Video quality. Oh, it says it's at the highest. Video quality, frame rate should be high. Maybe that's what it is. Or I don't know. Or standard better. Okay, let's see if this works. Thursday. So it's a short work week for me because I'm American. So we have Thanksgiving this Thursday, so thank goodness I only have work 4 days a week instead of 5. Okay, so we need to speak to the lady. Just also let me know, anybody in chat, the second the quality goes down, like the resolution of the game goes down, let me know. Because I want to figure out how to fix it ASAP.
Alright.
Where is the lady? Oh, she's up here, right? Unless she's in a different location during the day. You can see the screen, perfect. But if the resolution goes down at any point, just let me know. There she is. Hey, ma'am. Brigitta? Is that her name? Brigitta. This is gonna take up time. Why? Just talking to her? Okay. I think this is what I have planned, right? Yes. Okay. This is what I plan to do. Oh, and this would be the Brute's horn. You can tell me the details inside. Come along. I don't remember what her voice sounded like, but I imagine somewhere along the line.
Mission accomplished, then.
Oh, yeah, somewhere along that line.
You'll have your reward. I'll let the merchant know to allow you through as well.
Yay! We can finally buy from that igniter shop. Yeah, we increased our courage. Nice. By how many points? And we got some money. I'm already very rich. Yeah, this week is a little busy for me, but I'm glad it won't be too hectic. I know tomorrow I'm definitely gonna help out my mom with cooking for Thanksgiving dinner. Even though my brother could help, but he's lazy. I also have a potluck at work tomorrow, so I cooked a little bit today for the stuff that I'm bringing, so that's gonna be fun. Yeah, I feel like this week is just gonna be mostly chill for me because Wednesday, you know, day before the holiday, who wants to work? And then Thursday's the actual holiday, and Friday, I'm debating if I want to call in sick on Friday. But I know a majority of my coworkers are already not coming in on Friday, so it's like, do I want to, well, I'm sure our boss will be mad if nobody comes in on Friday, but at the same time, if it's only like me and one other person, then she's gonna be like up our butts the whole time. I don't know, I'm debating whether or not I call out on Friday. Or call in sick. Crypta confirm rich? Wait, what do you mean? What did I say? What did I say? Cooking is always fun? Mm-hmm, yeah. Oh, I got courage.
I knew an outsider
In what way
would
am
be
I
perfect
rich?
for
What did I
slipping through
say?
the cracks. Clearly, you were the right man for the job. You should keep our supply lines flowing smoothly. Thanks for helping us sort this out.
Drop my phone.
By the way, what do you say to more consistent work from me?
As long as I get reward from it, I
can't
don't
imagine
mind.
an elder could find an honest job in
Dude,
the
her
city
outfit really
otherwise,
reminds me
but
of
I
like
don't much
Fire
care what
Emblem
tribe
Three
you are.
Houses.
I'll always make sure you're paid properly for the work
You
you
said
do.
you were rich in this
Besides,
game? Oh yes, I did
keeping
say
in
that.
contact with me might have its
See,
own
I say
advantages.
something and I forget what I said 2 seconds later. I am rich in the game.
made up your
I guess
mind?
maybe for early game, 58,000. Is that how much I had in the game? Is that rich in this game? Since this is this gonna be a confidant, right? It's not called confidant in this game, but I don't know. Same thing, potato. Sure, why not?
All right.
Everything here is fishy,
A
and
wise
everyone's
choice.
racist to me. I shouldn't trust
Fine,
anybody,
then.
but here I am trusting this lady.
You seem determined enough.
Is that a cat?
You
Kitty.
heard nothing just now,
Are
right?
you not allowed to have a cat here? No, I'm gonna ask what
What made
that
that
is. I want to know
noise?
what that is. Are you keeping a cat in here?
It was just the wind. Am I clear? I've got some business to attend to. We'll go our separate ways for today. However, I trust you won't be telling anyone what you think
That I heard a
you
kitty
heard.
cat.
If you do tell anyone, well,
I'm so
I'm
rich I
sure
could put
you're
a down
sharp
payment on a
enough to
house with that
imagine the
58K
consequences.
in this world.
then
Dude,
we have a
I'd be
deal.
so sad, like, to know that there's a chance people now, me and maybe most people nowadays will never be homeowners because of how high the house prices are these days. My friends who are much more settled down than me, like already married and planning on having kids, if they can't afford a house, then Jesus, then where's the hope for me?
And a new power
Where's the hope for me?
slumbering within thee may awaken.
Interesting.
Sorry for the coughing.
Perhaps you
Merchant
have
type. The
hidden-
party can now study the merchant. Ooh. Does that mean more stuff will drop in battle? Is there a cat? I think there is. It sounded like a cat's meow. I can sense the heroic embodiment of the merchant from Brigitta. You can now study the merchant in academia. Try seeing what new powers await you. I can now buy things from Grad Transit Nano Shop due to the effects of proof of membership. Yee.
You'll pick up your next job here. Come back another day.
Oggy. Oggy. You give me job, I listen. Back to the hush, honeybee. Did you just chuckle at me?
What is it?
Okay, what do I have planned for today? Hush, honeybee, make red grass roasted beedu. Did I already do this? Red grass roasted beedu? Let me see. Can I make it again or do I have to buy
Yeah.
stuff? I want to make red grass roasted beedu. Okay, what do I need again? Red grass. Okay, maybe it's the beedu meat. Okay, let's go buy everything.
What is it?
Because we're trying to raise our tolerance here. Because the next thing we have planned to do, we need a higher level of tolerance. I'm more familiar with the city than you, so feel free to ask me anything. I appreciate that, ma'am. Okay,
All
let's
right.
go to the stores. Here we
Let's
go.
head there right away.
I'm just glad that I didn't have to do the grocery shopping this week since today's Thanksgiving. Dude, I don't know why. My mom always overbuys food for Thanksgiving, so we had to break out the coolers and like empty out our fridge to put like all of our regular food groceries so she could make space for Thanksgiving. It's like, ma'am, we're not even having a big feast
Quite fresh.
or like a big party for Thanksgiving. Like, I know in the past we used to like invite between like 16 to 22 people over for Thanksgiving. This year it's only 2. Or like the past couple years it's only been 2 people. So it's like, ma'am, I don't think we need all this
Now then.
food. But then she, in her mind, she is also thinking about leftovers. But then think about it, you know, you get tired of leftovers after like eating it for, you know, after like day 2 you get tired of it. It's like, I don't want to be eating leftovers for like a whole week. Holy meat, here we go. I have one already, but I mean, it's cheap, so I might as well just buy it. I need red grass. Wait, who do I buy that from again? I needed to buy that from someone.
You not see that sound, Louise?
I already forgot who I needed to buy red grass
And
from.
the stinking
Or like who I got it from.
It's quite
I already have 2 of these. Okay.
I can't believe
Who's selling red grass?
please. If you
Not
like
to you.
to
What the? No, thank you. I have a feeling that's for something later that I'm not really familiar with. Okay.
can't believe it.
Shit.
Oh there.
Thanksgiving truly needs a lot of preparation. I know, especially. Oh, here we go. I'll take 4. Because I'm rich.
Thanks.
Thanksgiving truly needs a lot of preparation. Yeah. Like, I just remember. I love Thanksgiving food, don't get me wrong. But just like, if I eat it every day for like a week, then yeah, maybe I'll get tired of it. But, oh jeez, my cough is really bad today. What was I saying? A lot of preparation, a lot of hours. Like, my mom has already started cooking. And like, Thanksgiving's in 2 days. So it's like 2 days around. 2 more days. So it takes like at least 2 to 3 days, depending on like how big of the people you're inviting are. Like, as I know when my mom used to make, we used to invite between 16 and 22 people. It would always be, I think she would start cooking as early as
Let's
like,
go.
Monday. Around that time, like, yeah, so she'd be cooking for like 3 days straight, and then up until like, it's dinner time. Even on Thanksgiving, it's like 4 days, I guess. Leftovers can be kind of tiring to have on a consistent week. Yeah, I agree. It's like, I don't have a problem with leftovers, but yeah, every day is a bit too much. Did I ever tell that story how my dad, like, really loves dim sum? And I don't know why, but he decided to order, like, a shite ton of dim sum. Like, enough to feed, like, 3 families. And we had so many leftovers. And I don't know why, but no one in my family was eating the leftovers. Not even my dad, who swears that he loves dim sum so much and was the reason why he ordered so many, was eating it. And I hate seeing food go to waste. It pisses me off, like when people don't eat their leftovers or like people just waste food. So I had to eat dim sum every day for both lunch and dinner for, I think it was 7 to 8 days straight. I think by the 8th day, I almost threw up because I was so tired of eating dim sum. But no one in my family was eating it. It was only me trying to eat that dim sum. Like, there was like so much of it. There was so much of it that I had to eat it for 2 meals a day, not just 1 meal, for like 7 days straight. And like, oh, I didn't eat dim sum for I think like an entire year after that. I had dim sum like 2 weeks ago again, after so long. But I remember when I finally finished all that leftovers, I went up to my dad and I told him off, and I was like, I was so mad. I think I remember a bit of that story about the dim sum. Yes, so I didn't eat dim sum for a whole year after that. And even recently, the only reason why I had dim sum again 2 weeks ago is because my coworkers really wanted it. And we were all like gonna have like a group lunch, so like obviously I wasn't gonna be that person who's like, no, I don't want dim sum. So I ate it and it was actually good. Like, it was good, don't get me wrong. But That was the roughest week of my life. I was dying. Random Dale, hello. That's unfair to be the only one to eat the dim sum. I know, but it's because no one else wanted to eat it. Like, my brother never eats leftovers. Like, never eats leftovers. He won't even eat something if it's been an hour after it's been made. Like, that's the type of person he is, you know, super picky. And then, I don't know why my mom wasn't eating it, but she just wasn't. And same thing, I don't know why my dad wasn't eating it. He was the one who ordered it all. But for some reason, he wasn't eating it. So, it just fell onto me to eat it all. Hi there. Hello. How are you today, Dale? Random Duck, remind me, do you celebrate Thanksgiving? I'm trying to remember. I mean, I obviously, like, don't ask where people are from, but I'm trying to remember based on context clues of what Chad has said, if they celebrate Thanksgiving or not. I know Lele does. I think you did, Random Dale. Now I'm feeling like dim sum. You should get dim sum for lunch. God, is it lunch or dinner? Where you're at? Lunch? I think it was lunch. Seems like Fabienne's having a hard time. She's done a lot for us, so the least we can do is return the favor and help her out when we can. Alright, my tolerance will improve, so that means I'm actually very close for it to leveling up. So let's make the red grass beetle.
Next up is...
Let's see here. A red grass roast, right? No problem. Fabienne taught us all the ins and outs of this recipe. Oh, there we go. Alright. It's lunchtime for you? Yeah, have dim sum for lunch. I've had a day and barely any time to sit down. Ooh, busy preparing or adulting? Busy adulting? Let's stick to the recipe. I believe that's the suggestion I put last time.
Exactly.
That's fair. I suppose it is Fabienne's signature dish, and she was kind enough to teach us how to make it. And then didn't Renard just hit me with bad news right after I said hello? Uh-oh! If you have to leave, completely understandable. A delicious aroma awaits.
You did it!
Wow, we really did a good job with this one. Are you secretly some kind of master chef, Will? Looks like I did a good job helping out. I feel like my tolerance improved.
All right.
Ah, didn't go up yet. Okay. Loot. I continue to help out as the night went on.
Time marches on.
Alright,
and
I'm
the
trying to
age
like
of a
get
new
through
king
some of these
draws
days
nearer.
kind of quickly so we can get to the dungeon that we have later, because I feel like that dungeon will probably take up most of the stream time. Leading into me like having to grind as well, because I want to make sure that I grind some of the archetypes as well, because because I want to upgrade everyone's default archetypes to rank 20 so I can level those up, and then also get the brawler and the mage, and then the archetype that we also just got a little bit higher. Because I don't know, I guess I might be underprepared, underleveled. Master Chef will now be preparing a set of 5 dishes. Yeah! He blew $70 of my money on the wrong part for the engine rebuild, and now I can't return it? No! No! That's horrible. They won't let you return it? What the heck? Oh, my chest. Oh, God. Need some water? Okay. Remember the show Iron Chef? I do remember it. I've never watched it, but I have heard of it. The army's become negligent. Even with all that's happened, they still won't dispatch soldiers. Since all this began, the army has lacked in manpower, and the recent turmoil has only exacerbated? No, exacerbated. Wait. Exacerbated. What? Why does she always use fancy words? At the very least, they put on a bounty on the beast. Seems we should just slay it ourselves to be done with it. Will should go on Iron Chef by the time we're done with this game. He's gonna know so many recipes. Oh, Fabienne should go on it too. Okay, let's see. Today is the 17th. I have spend time with Stroll written down. So, let's go find him. Never mind. Where is he? How do I call for them again? Is it this button? No. Is it this button? No. Is it this button? No. Is it this button? Yes. Stroll, I need to talk to you. We're gonna hang out today, sir. The meme I wrote reminds me of those shows. The meme? Which meme? Master Chef will now be preparing a set of 5 dishes. Is that a meme? Oh, today I taught my coworkers the meme, let him cook. Because apparently they didn't know what that meant. So I taught my boss and my coworkers. They asked me, they're like, Crypta, do you know what cooking means? And I was like, huh? And they were like, oh, the slang term, cooking. And I was like, oh, you mean let him cook? And they're like, yeah, what does that mean? So I basically pulled it up. I was like, well, let him cook means, you know, like let him think, let him make a plan, you know, like he's onto something. So let him plan out. And then I showed them the Kingdom Hearts picture meme, and they're like, oh, okay. Twitch is buffering randomly repeating sentences? Repeating my sentences? Is that happening for you too, Kana, or is it just on Dale's end?
Yeah.
Oh, it's you. Staying put like this puts the day of calamity in mind for me. So I'm in a bit of a bind. This regards Lord Hydron and the landowner in Grand Trad my family's old caretaker mentioned the other day. Rumors say they spelled rumors wrong. Ha 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 ha. Rumors say he's clever, not in a good way. I'm lost about how to approach him. I will go with you, sir.
Thanks a bunch.
Or more like the way I wrote that meme was the way Iron Chef presenters welcome the participants. Oh, I see. Yeah, I don't really watch cooking shows. Actually, when I think about it, I don't really watch TV much in general either. Thank you. Just having you by my side would be reassuring. He's a devout sanctus, and we should look for him near the Grand Cathedral. Uggy. I did get 2 repeated sentences earlier, but now you're all good? Oh. What the heck, Twitch? Twitch ain't cooperating with me. I was told Lord Hydron comes here often. Right on cue. Oh, wow, look at him. Now, are you part of the discriminators or the discriminated? If I'm not mistaken, you're the Lord Stroll, are you not? It's an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Hydron, but how do you know me? Nary a soul in the kingdom hasn't heard at least rumors of Halia's tragedy. Perhaps you've come to reflect and pray, but how do you know what he looks like?
No.
Yeah, oh, that's a very interesting pattern on Stroll's jacket. Was that always there? No, I came to see you actually. I understand full well that this request may seem unreasonable, but...
Truth is,
I've come to beg the use of some of the vacant domiciles in the capital. As you know, my countrymen who fled Halia reside here, sleeping on the streets. Without roofs over their heads, they barely scrape by. And so I implore you, please consider offering your support to these fine people. Alright, I know what's gonna happen. This priest is gonna be like, no. And then Shaw's gonna get angry, like, why? And then the priest is gonna be like, because I don't want to. He's gonna make up some like BS excuse about the church, but deep down it's because he doesn't want to. And then Shaw's gonna get angry, and then he's gonna talk about why are people discriminating? Why are people so selfish? Why is no one gonna help us? That's my prediction of how this scene is about to go down.
no.
Are you implying I should do this as some matter of charity? Am I to be compensated in any way? Yep. Odd that you would petition me on their behalf to begin with. It's not as though they are still your responsibility. Besides, is poverty not an individual's onus to bear? Asshole. You know, it's kind of like the philosophy. It's like, can people really be, you know, can there really be people out there that are unconditionally kind? Or, like, are people just expected to be kind without compensation? Or deep down, like, what is it? How do I phrase this? Most people will be kind to someone else because there's something in it for them. Whether it's like they either want to be compensated or they do it because they want to feel good about themselves by being kind. Or it's like, hold on, I was watching a VTuber earlier. He was talking about this. He was like, He used the scenario. I forget what it was. Ah, Jesus. PlayStation, please. Please, PlayStation, don't do this to me. Okay. Why are we all discriminating each other? Any logical character in this game? Literally. Why? What has anyone even done to each other? It just seems like everyone's living peacefully. There's been no fights or anything. They were attacked and forced to flee their homes. You would still hold them responsible for their lack of means.
Yes.
So fate was cruel to them and they could not rise above it. Should they not hold themselves to higher standards? I'm afraid I'm under no obligation here. Excuse me. I'd like to see someone burn down your church and see how you feel after all that. If you would still say the same thing. Besides, what of your own circumstances? With your parents and man gone, you have little else to anchor you. Consider restoring the glory of your house before you worry about the rabble. Can I punch this guy? You're right about one thing. I was a fool to ask for your aid. Okay, the correct answer's here. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Hold on. Let me find the answer. Metaphor. Straw. Answers. But in the subject of unconditional kindness, I think it's a topic that people want to discuss and try nowadays. Oh yeah, that's right, I was talking about that. But it's like, are people actually kind people, or have we just been conditioned by society that we should do something kind? Like let's say, you know, you see, how would I say this? You see a wallet laying on the ground, okay? Ideally, you should take that wallet and give it back to the person, right? Because that's the right thing to do. But don't tell me you wouldn't be at least curious to see what's inside that wallet. Even though you know you shouldn't look at it, you would at least be curious, right? You would at least be curious, right? Not saying you have to actually take something, but even just looking in someone's wallet is a no-no, right? I don't know if that's actually a good example. More, okay, how about, let's see. Let's say if an elderly person was crossing the road. And would you help that elderly person because you actually want to help them, or because society has said that you have to help them? Well, like an elderly person crossing the road, or if you're on the train and you see, if you're sitting down and an elderly person walks in, are you giving up your seat because you generally want that elderly person to sit down, or because society has conditioned you to believe that you should give up your seat to an elderly person? There we go, that's a better example. I think I've got it sorted, watching on mobile and typing on my PC with the stream paused. No! It is possible to present kindness, however, it is not acted upon due to many people's personal beliefs and past experiences. So, you believe that, like, it is, like, society is the reason why people do kind things, but people do kind things because of a condition, right? I know, like, there's the talk about, like, does unconditional love actually exist and whatnot. I don't want to get too philosophical, because I'm gonna be honest, like, philosophical Crypta makes more sense when it's closer to her bedtime, and it is not close to my bedtime right now, so. Oh, wait, the answer that I was looking up is this. Okay, so this is rank 3. I can choose any option here, okay.
What?
What about everyone from back home?
Obviously.
Don't worry, I won't abandon my people. Incidentally, Don't I know you're a compatriot from somewhere? Oh, he's gonna say something racist too. You needn't worry about him. Besides, I must apologize for taking up your precious time today. But before I go, I would have you know that those refugees are my people, and no matter your stance on it, the quality, I will do everything in my power to save them.
Worry not.
Why does the resolution keep doing this? We're not even an hour into stream and I've already had to restart this so many times. My good lad, I'm sure I must come across rather harshly, but it's not as though I have no sympathy for you. Abandoned by your parents, shunned by your relations, you were left to the harsh truths of the royal capital too young. It's a pity. Yeah, you want help?
Hang on.
After this, I might try restarting my computer afterwards. So I might end stream and then start stream again because I think it's I don't know. See if I can reset my network that way. Then maybe you should help him.
Stop.
Oh, he likes that answer. Let's not get our tempers. Let's not let our tempers get the best of us. This isn't over yet.
I'm sorry.
That could also be true, but I also like to believe to some extent people are a little bit selfish. I know that's a pretty like cynical way of thinking, but from my experience with people around me, I feel like everybody is selfish. I once given up my seat for elders and those with disabilities because that's the right thing to do. But yes, that's the right thing to do because society has told you, right? Society has conditioned you to think that's the right thing to do, right? I'll admit I have been brainwashed with conditions before, but over time I had to ignore society's expectations. Yeah, at this point, because society conditioned you to think that way, it's been engraved into you that you should do it. But it started off as a condition. Like, you only did it because if you didn't, you'd be labeled horrible by society. You know, you'd be judged by society. It was always going to be a tall order, but he tossed it aside, calling it personal responsibility, and that I couldn't abide.
No.
Please, don't apologize. That you went to such efforts is more than we could ask.
Yes.
Besides, you needn't worry about us, young master. Your focus should rest on rebuilding your great house.
Yes.
House Heliartus must rise again from the ruin that human wrought, restore it to its former glory, or I should hope to greater heights still. But in terms of selfishness, it's good at times, however being selfish towards a society is a bad. Selfish towards a society, yes, I get that. It is good to be selfish in terms of what's better for yourself, but to be selfish to the point where I guess society is affected, people consider that bad. So what's the so then there's the whole, what's considered the middle ground? Like, what's an okay amount of selfishness and what's a terrible amount of selfishness? Because some people could say that, like, you know, trying to improve your lifestyle, I guess, but not helping other people do the same. Some people may say that's selfish, but let's say it's like, how do I say this? It's good to, people always say, like, focus on yourself, give yourself self-care, you know, that whatnot. But people say that's acceptable. But if you do too much to the point where you don't consider other people, then you're terrible. So, like, what's the middle ground? What's too much selfishness and what's acceptable selfishness, I guess. I don't know if I phrased that right. Like I said, it's not philosophical hours for me. Your people only wish to see your house flourish once again. With your inheritance, you should. Inheritance? Do you
Wait.
have one? Excuse my interruption, but did you just say inheritance? When the village was destroyed, I don't recall any mention of one. So you were unaware of it. I suspected as much, given our conversation the other day. And of course, he was a kid. Of course, some adults interfered and probably took his inheritance. Think selfishness towards a small part of keeping one's sanity and self-care is good, but a lot of people don't know the middle ground. Yeah, it's like a lot of people don't realize what the middle ground is. But in general, be happy, be kind, and never take life seriously. Yeah, exactly. I forget what happened, but I think like I forget. I don't remember. Okay, never mind. I don't remember. I was gonna tell a story, but I don't remember all the details, so maybe it's gonna just be like a blank story. Your father would have kept it separate from the estate. Of this I have no doubt, though I couldn't begin to say how or where.
Taking that into account.
Interesting. Well, if there are any clues left, I'm sure they would all point to Halia. Oh, let me pull up my... excuse me. This is Hulkenberg's guide. What did I just do with friggin' Stroll's guide? There we go. Right, any option. Okay. Let's go with investigate. I think I'm back in Twitch. Stop twitching randomly. I did end the stream a little bit because the networking on my side in terms of the remote play, like my remote play wasn't connecting. So I restarted my computer to see if that would help. So I did end the stream for a little bit, but now I'm back. Welcome back.
Yeah.
Perhaps, though I doubt anything survived the fire.
Hey.
Regardless, I'll make the journey back home on my own, alright? I'll not burden you with a wild goose chase. Alright, and then this option matters. It's no, we do this together.
No.
We're in this together, platonic soulmate. But I sincerely doubt we'll find anything in that rubble.
Thank you.
But listen, thank you for today. I would have been lost if you hadn't been there to keep me calm. I've avoided this for too long. It's time to face the ruins of my home head on. You know, Stroll wants to be vigilant. He wants to have a purpose. He wants change. But when someone kind of like, what is it called? Prosecutes him, I don't know if that's the right word, or or gives him like a disadvantage, he crumbles very easily. Like, he backs down very easily. So it's like, I hope that his rank story will lead him to being a little more, he'll push back a little bit. He'll try to advocate for being a little more progressive, I hope. But as we just saw from like, you know, the priest, and then I feel like something else that happened in the main story. Someone like told him off and he didn't really like say anything back or whatnot. But Stroll, come on, you have good intentions, you want change, but you crumble under pressure, or crumble under negotiations too easily. Platonic soulmate is not just a fancy way to say best friend. Yeah, I mean, some people would say no. But like, if anyone has watched Arcane recently, Victor and Jace, I see them as like, you know, platonic soulmates. I don't know if best friend, or I guess maybe they considered each other best friends. Best friend. But everyone insists that they're gay. I think having a platonic soulmate exists, you know. Like, I feel like you could have a best friend. Okay, here's the thing. I've gone through a couple of best friends in my life. That, you know, I feel like anyone can become my best friend once we reach a certain stage. But to get to a point where, like, that person, no doubt, will always be in my life. No doubt would I do anything for that person. No doubt would I, you know, see, you know, like, work through that person's flaws, work through my flaws together. You know, I feel like that's not someone you come across very easily. And it doesn't have to be romantic. It can be platonic, you know. And I think Arcane did a good job of showing that. I'm probably gonna get flacked for all the Jason Victor shippers, but I see them as platonic soulmates. You know, they don't have to be romantic. And I never felt like they were romantic. But yes, like I said, I've had a couple of best friends in my life. That, you know, you don't go through life, I guess, having... Like, best friends can swap, but a platonic soulmate, no, that is just one person. Here's a quick question. What's a twin flame? I don't know. I don't know. Never heard of that. Might I ask for your help yet again? I'm not sure I could take another step without you at my side. I can sense Stroll's deep-seated trust and I know how to pronounce this word. Burgening's resolve. There we go. Twin flame. Maybe I have heard that term in the past, but I never really paid attention to what it meant. The proud noble Stroll, keeper and orator of the warrior's virtues.
No.
Though thy shared bond, a new heroic embodiment slumbering within thee has come to blossom.
A new power.
Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength fulfill thy destiny.
Of course I'd like you to come. but-
Swordmaster! Yeah! Ooh! Wait, we can learn 2 archetypes from each person? Sheesh. Getting really mad at the person you share both parents and a birthday with? Wait, is that what a twin flame is? You mean my twin? My twin brother? I'm always mad at my brother. What do you mean? That doesn't need a name for it. I'm always mad at him. I'm getting really, really mad. I do hope you'll find the inheritance your parents left you. All they'd hoped for was that you would come into your own with a worthy house. Alright, everyone. Straighten your backs. No shrimping. I just caught myself shrimping. Straightening my spine. They would be so proud of how wise beyond your years you've become. Your father especially. You're just like him in that respect. I thought it was something romantic. I think Random Dale was trolling. But I don't know. But if you don't know what it means, Kana, then I don't know. I am not worthy to share mention of my father. But whatever the case, I intend to honor their wishes. Pray await my return. That's me being farcical at Kana's question. Yeah, exactly. Like, he wasn't being serious.